My testing, my testing. Hello everyone. Yeah, some technical problem lah. I'm not sure why just now the OneNote doesn't allow me to open the PDF, and then I trying to try multiple times, close the app and open again. Yeah, now I finally can open the file already. So yeah, luckily. Okay, so yeah, how are you today? Yeah, because I just reached home just now, so it's a bit rushed today. So yeah, we have about 87 students now. So yeah, first I want to thanks all of you purposely come here to join my public seminar. So anyways, do you have anything want to ask me before I start the discussion here? Yeah, I know right now the COVID case in Malaysia already more than 3,000 per day, so it's a lot. Yeah, and today I just read the news like Johor have the most. Yeah, because previously is so Selangor should have the most case in Malaysia, but right now, yeah, the Johor will have the most. And I don't think SPM will cancel, even though recently I read a lot of news that the news trying to say SPM should be cancelled. Is benefit for student, blah 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 blah. But I don't think so, because if SPM cancel, it's going to affect a lot of things like how you enroll to the university or college. There are a lot of other side effect if they cancel SPM. So I don't think we'll cancel the SPM. So you guys don't be like so happy first. Yeah, finally I don't need to have exam ready. So so any public seminar after this for MF? Yeah, every Thursday night I will have a public seminar. Yeah, like 2 week will for MF and 2 week will for the modern math. Yeah, and I also heard about MCO 2.0 will be will be announced, might be announced on next Tuesday, but then we do not know because we still need to wait for the parliament. They're going to went through all the meetings. They will go through all the meetings, and Yeah, so yeah, just stay at home right now because it's quite serious. Yeah, right now the whole Malaysia also have case, so make sure you must be very careful. What about IGCSE? Will it get cancer? No, IGCSE will never get cancer. Even at the most serious period, the IGCSE also will never get cancer. So if you're IGCSE student, yeah, don't hope about the cancer thing. Can you post the link here? What link do you want? If you want the paper link, I think the Alvin already helped me to post already, so you can go to check out the post from Alvin. Yeah, thanks for Alvin actually helped me to post the link again. Well, whoever want to get the paper, you can go to the Google Drive, the Alvin link there, and then yeah, you can download this paper. Unless a country go into lockdown. Oh my god, I miss you. I took the SBM in 2019. Yeah, I have a lot of ex-student. Yeah, so happy to see all of you here. And then a lot of my ex-student go to my TikTok there and wish me. They say, oh, they are my student like few years ago. Yeah, great to see. I'm so old already because I have the student like 7 years ago, 8 years ago. So it make me look old right now. But anyways, I try to keep young. So that I will not be like so far distant from the 70 years old student, isn't it? Alright, so where are you from? I currently stay in KL. So yeah, I don't think SBM will postpone again. Is SBM postponed again? I don't know when will you going to take your SBM. Yeah, so right now I think we haven't get any news from the MOE, so we just stick with the March will have the AddMath exam. So yeah, just prepare for March. If you ask my advice. So what do you think about Negeri Sembilan trial? Yeah, some student told me the Negeri Sembilan trial will be hard. So actually, I'm discussing Negeri Sembilan paper, this Saturdays at my master class. Yeah, because supposedly for public class, I will only discuss about 2019 paper. But then I count already now to your SPM exam is about 2 to 3 months. I don't think I can finish all the 2020 paper. This is the reason why I actually choose some of the 2020 paper in the public class here. Yeah, so yeah, but most of the 2020 paper I will still discuss with my masterclass student first. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, if you want to watch, definitely you can join my masterclass. It's about 40 ringgit per month only. Now you maximum only need to pay me about 2 months. Yeah, before the SBM exams. Yeah, so I'm here to promote my masterclass a little bit. Okay, so I guess we should start to discuss about this paper. When we finish, maybe we can talk a little bit. Okay, because I scared I cannot finish this paper and I want to have a dinner after this class as well, because right now all the mama actually close at 12, so I want to make sure I have enough time for dinner as well. And I went through about this SBP paper. I would say this SBP paper is kind of different with the normal paper. Yeah, but similar to the last year SPM paper. Because last year SPM, they have a lot of questions like ask you to express A in terms of B, M in terms of N. Yeah, they have a lot of like question like this, which is they do not want you to find the final answer. They just want you to express your final answer in terms of some unknown. So this paper you see a lot of similar question, and I couldn't get the marking scheme for this SPP paper. So whatever I discuss here, I just like try to use my understanding to tell you the answer. So I want to make a disclaimer here, which is my answer is not 100% correct, but I will try my best to make my answer correct. Yeah, because as a teacher, this is what we do. Okay, so let's begin with the question number 1 here. Okay, so let's start here. Okay, the page stuck again for a while. Okay, so they asked us to form a quadratic equation with the root alpha and 2 over alpha. So basically, you know this is root, right? So what we want to do is we just need to find sum of root, and then we need to find product of root. This is step 1. This is step 2. Then step 3, we'll sub it into our equation, x minus sum of root x plus product of root equals 0. Okay, this is what you want to do for this 3-mark question. So sum of root, you know, both of these root you need to plus together, isn't it? So alpha plus 2 over alpha. Done. Okay, but normally I prefer to make them same denominator. This is over 1, right? Then here I will multiply alpha. I will multiply alpha again to make them same denominator. Become alpha. Alpha squared plus 2. Okay, then product of root basically mean both root multiply each other. Alpha multiply 2 over alpha. So you get 2. Okay, then I will just substitute into here. Minus alpha squared plus 2 over alpha x plus 2 equals to 0. Okay, then I would actually I can leave my answer like this because the question doesn't ask me to leave in any form. But normally I prefer to not have a fraction for whole equations. Then the whole equation I actually multiply alpha. So I get alpha, this is x squared, sorry. This is alpha x squared minus alpha squared plus 2x plus 2 alpha equals 0. I prefer leave my answer like this. But I think this one can be the final answer already. Yeah, just depend which final equation you like. Okay, so yeah, let me continue. So can you do the Cambridge AddMath? Yeah, I can, but I don't have any public class for Cambridge one yet. But I believe in my YouTube channel I do discuss about 10 paper before. Yeah, you can check it out. Yeah, this one will be the SBP paper, SBP 2020 paper. Yeah, you can read from the title, isn't it? Okay, then the next one. Okay, a group of 150 students was selected to complete the science project in a certain number of weeks. So on the second week, 4 students withdraw from the project. So the next following week, another 4 students will quit and so on. So find the number of weeks which the work was completed when only 22 students left. So you can just imagine right now, you will have about 150 students, and each week you actually will minus 4 students until you left about 22 students. This is what everything about. So at first I will have 150, then the next week I will just left 146 because we will minus 4 students. Then the following week will be minus 4 students again, is 142, and then will be 138 and so on. So I know my A is 150 and my common difference is minus 4 because every week we have 4 students withdraw. Okay, so right now I want to know at which week, which is n here, Tn will equals to 22. Okay, so this is what I will do. So I just need to find what is the n here. That's all. Okay, just in case you forgot about the Tn formula for AP is A plus n minus 1d. Alright, my A is 150. My n is the value I want to find. My d is negative 4 equals to 22. I just want to solve this equation. So this is minus 4n plus 4 equals to 22. Then I will get 4n. This is 154 minus 22. So I will get 132. Then I can get my n easily by divided by 4. Then my n will be 33. So therefore, n will be 33. So therefore, yeah, after 33 weeks, the work will be completed and only left about 22 students. Alright, this is how you do this kind of AP questions. Okay, so yeah, I see some students actually ask about something like x minus a and ax minus 2 to find the equation. Can? Yes, you can. And then you will get the same equation. And I want to thanks for the correctly to answer that. Am I pronounce your name correctly? Yeah, sometimes I'm quite scared to pronounce the English name because you know I can't pronounce English properly. Yeah. Is it minus 4? Why you have minus 4? Or minus 4 because every week we have 4 students withdraw one. So you can see how do you get your D? You take your second week, second term minus the first term. Then this is how you got the common difference. Okay. Yep. Yo, quite a lot of students joined today. We have about 170 students from all around Malaysia. Alright, so yeah, this is the GP. They already tell you it's a geometric progression, so you know it's a GP. Yeah, first term is 1, second term is m squared, or this one will be m4. So I know the next one is m6 if I needed to do it. So I know A will be 1. My R will be second term divided by first term, so which is m squared. So they asked me to find sum to infinity in terms of m. Sum to infinity formula is a over 1 minus r. A is 1, r is m squared. Done. Okay, just 2 mark. Basically, you just sub everything. So I say this one is quite similar to the last year SBM because, yeah, you see, I always leave my answer in this kind of pattern one. Just now the quadratic equation also, I will leave my answer in terms of alpha. Yeah, so they don't have an exact number. Maybe this is a new trend for SPM. They want you to live in term of m. I don't know. Because normally when we do the MF question, we will live in the number, isn't it? Yeah, but we just do whatever they want. Okay. Next one. Okay, so you have second derivative. And then you have dy dx, and then ask you to find the equation of curve. This kind of question, I believe if you do the revision, you should do this kind of question many times. Basically, you want to find the equation of the curve, you need to integrate 2 times. Okay, so in order to find the dy dx, I will need to integrate d2y dx squared, and then which is integrate 18x dx. So I just integrate this one. Integration rule tell me x plus 1 divided by total power plus c. This is my dy dx. And once the dy dx is given, which is 13. This one simplified, I get 9. So I will have 9x squared plus c. When x equals to 1, I will sub the 1 into my x here. Alright, then yeah, c will equals to 4. So therefore, my dy dx is, don't use the therefore yet will be 9x squared plus 4. Okay, then I want to find the equation of the curve, isn't it? So I will need to find y. I will need to integrate dy dx, which is integrate 9x squared plus 4 dx here. So yeah, this one, you integrate power plus 1. 2 plus 1, you get 3 divided by 3. 4 only, integrate, you get 4x. Just now I used the d already, I used the c already, so right now I want to use the d here. And I have my coordinate for x and y, isn't it? Y equals to 11, x equals to 1. This one is simplified, I get 3. So it will be 3 plus 4 plus d. Then my d will be 4. So therefore, my equation of the curve will be y equals to 3x cubed plus 4x plus 4. Alright, this is how we get the equation of the curve here. Hi sir, wanna ask if you have the live every day or there's a schedule? Yeah, it's only on every Thursday. Okay, so yeah, this 4-mark question basically what you want to do is you want to integrate the d2y dx squared and then to get the dy dx. After you get the dy dx, you will need to sub the dy dx information into it to find the c. After that, you need to integrate the dy dx and then you have plus d. So then you need to sub the x and y to get the d. Okay, this is how you can find the equation of the curve. Remember, in an exam, you see find the equation of the curve. What you want to do now is integrate dy dx. Remember, equation of the curve is integrate dy dx. Just remember this. I think your schedule need to put at the description. Alright, then maybe I put at the description there every Thursday. Yeah, later I change the description. But now I'm a bit lazy to do that. Alright. Teachers hate does dy dx mean? I don't understand your questions. Or what does this dy dx mean? Yeah, dy dx basically is the gradient function, is the gradient of the curve. So whenever you integrate the gradient of the curve, you can get the equation of the curve. Alright. Many thanks because for once I understand integration. Yeah, integration is very easy. It's just the x power plus 1 divided by total power you have. Okay, so yeah, this one is a bit confused. Actually, I stuck for a while, then only I will know how to do. So if I also will stuck, then I will say I will call this one as okay. But actually I see the similar question. I'm not sure about last year or last 2 years, but I totally forgot already. Then I try to think a little bit, then I know what's going on here. Okay, so we only knows the some information is this is the equation for gx, and then we have another equation for hx. Alright, then they tell us that the tangent to the each curve when x equals to 0. Okay, so we know when x equals to 0, which is at the y-axis, will be the tangent point here. Okay, and then here they also will tell you two tangent lines are parallel, and then the gradient at the line y equals to gx as the point P is 1. So I believe this one is the point P. Even though I do not know why they give you the point P, but the gradient is 1 is where it makes sense. Because if you read y equals to mx plus c here, you should know your m right now is 1, isn't it? Because you doesn't see any number in front of the x here. Then you should know, the gradient is 1. Even though the question doesn't tell you, this is at least some information you should know here. Okay, so what we want to do here is, okay, since we have the fx equals to hx over gx, so yeah, this one might be the two different equation. I don't know, this gx is look like the ex equation for me. Okay, but it doesn't matter. Over here, we do not need to know what is exactly the equation for hx and gx. So what we want to do is, if fx equals to both like divide like this, we know our numerator, the top one of the fraction, we have the x on it. Our denominator, we have the x on it as well. So therefore, if top have x and bottom also have x, right now you see this one, 1 prime means what? This one means differentiate, right? So if you want to do the differentiate for top also and bottom also have x, what you do now? You will do about the quotient rule, isn't it? Like what I say, the equation, if the fraction top and bottom also have x, we will need to use the quotient rule. Okay, what is the quotient rule will be? This one will be u, bottom will be v. Okay, so the quotient rule here will be v, which is g. Okay, v will be g, yeah? Okay, so, never mind. I write down the equation. I write down the formula first. Okay, v du minus u dv over v square. Okay, then only I insert about g and h. So okay, so right now what we want to do is v will be gx. So I will call it as gx, and then normally I just call g lah. Okay, I don't like about gx. Just call it g means never mind. Write a gx lah. Yeah, sometimes I don't write about gx. Okay, differentiate about u will be h prime x minus u will be hx. Differentiate the gx will be multiply g prime x over v square, which is g square x here. Okay, so right now the question asks about h prime 0 means what? Means I will sub the 0 into all the x here. Okay, so over here, I want to do about g0, and we know the hx, you see the graph here, h prime 0, never mind, I write everything first lah, then only we do step by step. Okay, and then I will minus, let me write at the bottom a little bit. Okay, then we will have about h prime 0 will be g0 multiply h prime 0 minus h0 multiply g prime 0 over g square 0. Okay, so we do not know about our gx equation. Yeah, but what we want to do right now is at least we know about our h prime 0 here. Our h prime 0 here will be 1. So I just write about g0, 1, minus g prime 0 will be 1, it will be h0, this is h0, over g square 0. Okay, so over here, what we want to do next is, does the question ask me to find Seems like we do not have the g0. Is it possible for us to get the g0? Wait. Just now when I do myself I got 0. Why? gx h prime 0 is 1, g0 is 1, or y turn into 1. Okay, I can explain that. Because here they actually tell you already what. This one is a tangent point, right? And then at 0, do you see? This both point c-intercept and negative c-intercept is when x equals to 0. So that means they have a tangent, right? That means if you differentiate this one at 0, you will get the gradient 1. Same idea here. This one, if you differentiate h at 0, you will get the gradient 1 as well, because both of these are parallel. But right now, my problem is I want to sub the 0 into it. Will I just get the c here? Because y-intercept this one, I will get the c lah. But this one, if I sub the 0, what do I get? Does this question expect me to give a number or give the equation like that? Let me see my equation again. Yeah, because if you want, we only know about this coordinate we call 0c, and this coordinate we call 0, negative c. But there's no h equation and g equation for us to actually substitute in. Just look at the answer. We don't have the answer for this one. So if you have an answer, yeah, please share to me. But we don't have the answer here. V and U here are parallel, and the gradient at the point x equals to 1. We use a quotient rule minus. So both of these one, is it? Yeah, maybe we need to leave this one in terms of c. Yeah, because what we will do right now is if I substitute 0 into here, I will get y should equals to, I don't know, because it can be different type of equation, right? So why you don't read the student comment? G0 equals to c, H0 equals to negative c. But how do you know that? Yeah, I mean, why the G0 will equals to c? Yeah, I also will suspect it's equals to c unless the gx will same equation with the tangent line, then it makes sense. Because for me, the gx can be any other equation, right? I will give you some example. Let's say gx is equals to something like, okay, ex plus 2. Okay, then we will say, okay, g0, we sub the coordinate 0c into here. Then we see what happened is, yeah, this one will be c. Then this one is e0 plus 2. Then we actually will guess about some other value, c equals to 3. Still equals to c, is it? Yeah, I see a lot of you substitute into the y equals to x plus c equation, but right now the problem is gx and hx is not the same with this equation. They just will have the same gradient here. This is the SBP 2020, just in case some students do not know about this one. Can we just say it's a c and negative c? Okay, I think, yeah, I will skip this question first. Yeah, because the student will say G0 equals to C and negative C, then maybe you will get some answer like that. So it's something like C minus negative C over C square. I don't know. So then you have about 2C over C square. So the final answer is something like 2 over C. But because my argument is, even that touch, right, can we straight away say about, because the gx and hx for me, yeah, it can be any other equation, right? So I cannot like straight away say is equals to c. Yeah, I understand what you guys trying to say, but then I just want to try to like convince myself, can I just straight away take that value? And their coordinate p is not 0, 1. 1 is a gradient, it's not the coordinates. Okay, never mind, we skip this one first. Yeah, even though I try to understand this one, yeah, because I don't like to simply skip the question, but I guess I will skip first lah. GC, G0C. Oh, maybe we can just substitute in only. No need to think so much. Yeah, because what is going on is, because they give us y equals to gx, right? Maybe we just substitute into it something like g, because substitute this coordinate, right? G0, my y coordinate will be c, isn't it? G0 equals to c. Then the same idea for y equals to hx, right? Then we have another coordinate to sub in, right? Which is 0, negative c. So therefore, negative c equals to h0. Maybe I just overthink lah, because sometimes I will overthink a lot. Yeah, maybe I don't need to overthink. I just plug in the coordinate like that. Then at the end, I will get the answer about 2 over c. Yeah, because for me, I just keep on thinking, what if the gx equation is not the equation like that? What if hx will be another equation, da 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 da. Okay, maybe it's just as simple as this lah. Yeah. Okay, if I can find out any other answer, then I will let you know. Yeah, the question also should say live in terms of c will be less confused. So right now, what you can do is, yeah, just sub like c and negative c and some c square here. Yeah, then final answer should equals to 2 over c. If I find out I can get any other answer, I will make a specific video for this question. I'm sorry about stuck for a while. Let's continue. Yeah, I know some student is like so frustrated already. So yeah, let's continue to the next one. Yeah, maybe it's just as simple as that. Alright, so now we want to do dx, but before I do dx, I prefer to simplify it. Like multiply half x squared into the both here. I half x cubed plus x squared. Alright, I just multiply half x squared into both. Then only I do the dx here. So I have 3 over 2 x squared plus 2x. Alright, then what we want to do next is determine the approximate change in A when x is changed by p% of 2. Yeah, this one is a bit confused here. So what they're trying to say is, yeah, you basically, your change of x will be p%, which is p over 100. Okay, this is what happens when you have the p%. Okay, so therefore we know change of a over, this is a formula for small change. Change of a over change of x will equals to the dx. Okay, when x equals to 2, right, they already tell you x is changed p% of 2. So we know x is equals to 2. So I will just need to sub the 2 into the dy dx here. So yeah, this one need to sub x equals to 2 into the dy dx. So therefore my change of a will equals to p over 100. Okay, this one I will plug in the 2, which is 2 squared plus 2. So yeah, we simplify. We have 6 plus 4, which is 10. Multiply P over 100 equals to change of A. So therefore change of A will be P over 10. Okay, so I guess this one they also want to find the answer in terms of P, even though the question doesn't say. But yeah, I guess it's in terms of P. Yeah, because there's no way we can find P here. Yeah, we are too obsessed to find the number. Yeah, so therefore sometimes we'll be struggle at the bits because in SBM we're not used to like so many alphabets. But yeah, it's a good time for us to learn something new. Yes, because you check out the SBM for 2019 also have a lot of questions like this. So I guess they actually like modify from there. Alright, this one is given kx is this function. They ask you to find k inverse 2. This is the function question. So what I want to do is I want to solve this question and solve the equation, make it in terms of kx first. Okay, so x equals to 7 plus kx over 3 minus kx. Now I want to move my thing to the other side first. Okay, so I have 3x minus x kx equals to 7 plus kx. Then I will group whatever had kx together. So this one I should get something like 3x minus 7. Here will be kx plus x kx. I will factorize out the kx here. I hope I didn't make any mistake. I will factorize out the kx here. I should have 1 plus x here. Here will be 3x minus 7. Alright, then what I want to do right now is, I want to find what's the kx. It will be 3x minus 7 over 1 plus x. Alright, then what I want to do next is k inverse 2, right? How to get k inverse 2? I will make the kx equals to 2. So when I move my k to the other side, I will get k inverse 2. Do you see that? If I can find x, I can find k inverse 2. Okay, so I have the kx already, which is 3x minus 7 over 1 plus x equals to 2 here. Okay, so then what I want to do here is I just want to find the x. So 3x minus 7 equals to 2 plus 2x. Then I solve this one, x equals to 9. Yeah, so I guess the answer should be 9. So this kind of question is not so direct, and 3 mark consider you need to do a lot of things here. So yeah, I hope you can understand what I'm trying to do right now, right? Because I trying to avoid to do the inverse function for this kind of complicated fraction. So what I understand is because I know in order to get a k inverse 2, right, I just need to make kx equals to 2. This is super important tips for this kind of questions. Because you want to do an inverse function for a fraction like this, it's kind of hard here. Okay, so I hope I didn't make any carrot mistake. Yeah, if any one of you find any mistake, please let me know. Okay, so if okay, I'm going to move on. Where you get the answer? Yeah, we don't have the marking scheme yet. If anyone have the marking scheme, you can share to me. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Okay, it's given that the function fx equals to mx and then we have two different equations where m is a constant and m must be less than 0. So they ask us to find f3 in terms of m first. Yeah, then this one is very easy. We just need to plug in the 3 into the x here. So it's basically 3m minus 5. I believe it's just 1 mark here. Then 2 mark is they ask you to find the value of m here. So what I want to do here is from the fx, I will sub the fx into the fx, and then I will get f squared x, and then I'll do the comparing with this one. Okay, right now I want to do fxx. So I will sub the mx minus 5 into the mx minus 5. Okay, if you do not know how to do composite function, now it's time for you to learn. Okay, then I will just comparing the term beside the x. We call coefficient of x. You realize m squared will equals to 36 because I'm comparing from this one and this one. So m will equals to, they only want less than 0, so which is -6. Because when you square it, you have positive, negative, right? But over here, I only want to get the negative value, so m will be -6. Yeah, if you don't convince by doing this one, you can take this one equals to 25 as well. You will get the same result lah. -5m minus 5 equals to 25. 5m will equals to -30. M is still equals to -6. You just need to choose one of it to do it. Okay. So I would say this paper is not easy because as my experience to do so many paper, I would say this paper is not easy. If you find the video is blur, it's either your connection is not that good, you're trying to lower down the resolution, I guess it will help. So yeah, if any one of you know any faster way, yeah, you can share to the group here, because when I do, I cannot just like focus at both way. So normally, like after I finish one question, I will look at the chat, see is there anything I want to reply, or else I will just continue. Alright, so let's move on to the next one. Yeah, I hope you guys don't say anything unnecessary, because I worry later that Elvin will actually block you from the live streaming. Okay, so yeah, let's move on. Yeah, I will actually sub in the 36 one just now. I do m squared equal to 36, then m I will get -6. Okay, so let's move on to this one. I will say this part, the part B, is a little bit K-but for part B, because not like very K-but, but it's kind of like a different inequality questions. But anyways, we start from the A first. We have a table. They tell you it's an integer. Integer means it's a whole number. Here we have some frequency. They ask us to find the range of K if the mode is 6. If mode is 6, the highest frequency must be 6. So I know K must be less than 6. Cannot less than equals to 6. Must be less than 6. Okay? So then we go to this is one mark only. Okay, B, when K equals to 7, so right now we sub the 7 into here. So they ask us to express the median in terms of V. So I want to know where is the median. I will plus all the frequency here. 5 plus 3 plus 6 plus 7 plus 2 plus 5. Okay, so the total frequency here will be 28. Then I know the median actually at the middle. So which is between the 14 and the 15 number, isn't it? Then I want to see, because n equals to 28, right? I know my median value should be n plus 1 over 2, right? So should be 14.5 th here. Basically mean I need to use the 14 number plus the 15 number divided by 2. Okay, this is how I get the median. Alright, so I want to see which number is my 14 and 15. So I do 5 plus 3 plus 6. I get 14. So I know my 14 number is 6. And then my 15 number is 2v plus 2. So therefore, I will plus both of these numbers. 6 plus my 15 number is 2v plus 2 divided by 2. So this one is about 8 plus 2v over 2. So therefore, my median is basically 4 plus v. Alright, this is my median value, which is 4 plus v. Yeah, so I say this paper you have a lot of answer in terms of the unknown ones. Okay, so the median will be 4 plus v. Okay, then they ask us to find the v value, because for the B2 is the part I actually start for a while. This is where I actually say this one is a little bit K-but here. K should be 7. They already tell you use the K equals to 7. You mean for the A, K must be less and equals to 6? I don't think so. If K is less or equals to 6, right, then you should have two mode value, which is not 6 only, because both number will become the mode also. So therefore, I think doesn't have the equal sign. Okay, so in order to find a v, yeah, because if K equals to 7, right, so I know that the V must be between either I take this combination or take this combination. Okay, it's either one of it. Then normally if you want me to choose, I will choose the number with a lesser gap. This one, the gap between 6 and 10 is about 4. This one, the gap between them will be 5. Then maybe I choose the first one. So what I will do is, I know 2V plus 2 must be between 10 and 6 here. Okay, so by solving this one, I will say 2V, this one I will minus 2 here, I will minus 2 here, I will minus 2 here, because I want to get 2V. So I will get 8 and 4. And then I will divide 2 here, divide 2 here, divide 2 here. V is between 2 and 4. And V must be integer. When V is between 2 and 4, we know V equals to 3. Okay, so of course we can still try about another one, but then another one they will give you the V answer more than one. But we want to see is it fulfill this one or not, because sometimes we need to find is fulfill both one. So if I take another one, this is what happened. I will say 2V minus 1 must be between 6 and 1. Okay, then what I do here is I will do the same thing here. So I will say 2V, I plus 1 for both sides, I will get 7 and 2. And then I divide 2 for whole equation, I will get 1 and 7 over 2. So I know V is between 3.5 and 1 and must be integer, right? So V can be either 2 or 3 here. But because I want to fulfill both, right, here I get V equals to 3 only, right? Because here that I know V cannot equals to 2. Then, therefore, we take both numbers that have in common, V is still equals to 3. Okay, and then you might argue with me, sir, how do you know your answer is correct? So this is a reason why I also do some testing here. If V equals to 2, right, you can see what happened here. Here will be 2 multiply 2 plus 2. Then this one will be 6, right? But then we cannot get 6 because we already have the score 6 already. I mean, we already have the integer 6 already. So if you say V equals to 4, then it's 2, 4 plus 2, which is 10. We cannot have 10 also, right? 10 already have here. So therefore, your V can only have one answer, which is 3 here. Yeah, I know it's not so direct, but yeah, this is how we actually solve it to find the... Because they straight away asked me to find the value of V here, so I actually like start for a while. How should I find V? Because I thought this is statistics, so the first thought is like maybe I should use some statistic method. But yeah, this is nothing about statistics. This is inequality. Do you having pay online class? Yes, I do have my master class. For AddMath is about 14 ringgit per month. Yeah, you can subscribe at the join button at my YouTube channel. Okay, let's move on to the next one. I think I explained enough about V. Okay, number 10 here. Okay, they asked us to find the first quartile, so I want to rearrange first. 2, 3, 5, 6, 8, 10. Okay, so I cut it into the half here. So if the question say median, I will say 5 plus 6 over 2. But they want first quartile, right? This one will be Q1 because it divide half again. So the first quartile is just 3. And they say each number of the set is multiplied by 5 and then add 10. Find the new first quartile. So the new Q1 is the same thing. Multiply 5 plus 10. So it's just 15 plus 10, 25. Okay, so 2 mark only, 1 mark for each. Yeah, it's only 14 ringgit per month. You are right. You have 4 classes. You have 4 2-hour classes. But if k is less or equals to 6, then V can 2 also. Yeah, I guess you guys are discussing something else, so I let you guys just discuss. So I will just move on to the 11. Linear law. Will this class have the recording post to the YouTube channel? Yes, YouTube will post it to my channel later after I finish the live streaming. Alright, in this question, they give us y over x squared exit and over again x exit. And we know the gradient of this line is negative 2 over 3, which is the gradient value. And then, yeah, we have some p at a y-intercept. I mean y over x squared intercept. Okay, they ask us to express y in terms of x. These are very common questions. I will just write y why I keep on write y square? Y equals to m x plus c. Alright, in order to find a c, I will sub in this coordinate, which is 8, -2 over 3, -9 plus c. I want to solve this one, okay? This is -3. Alright, this one will be 6, so this one will be 2 equals to c. So therefore, y over x squared equals to -2 over 3x plus 2. Alright, y will equals to multiply x squared for whole equation. This is x cubed. So it will be x cubed plus 2x squared. Done. Alright, 3 mark. Okay, so basically you just need to do at first y equals to mx plus c. You see what is your y based on your vertical axis, what is your x value based on your horizontal axis. You just insert into both positions here. Over here, the m value they actually give you, so you just insert as well. In order to find c, you need to sub in one coordinate, so you just plug in, then you can easily find the c value here. Cool? Okay, next one. I guess it's a permutation, but yeah, this permutation is fine if you know how to do. Alright, so yeah, we have a family of 4 children with their parents take the train. Each of them were sitting at a different coach. Alright, so find the number of different ways they can arrange themselves in such a way. Father must sit in the first coach and then the mother sit in the last coach. So the father must be here, mother must be here. Okay, since the mother and father already have the fixed place already, so what we want to do is we only want to arrange the 4 of the children only, because the father and the dad, the father and the mom not going to change their seat. Alright, so what is going on here? You only have 4 children. You want to arrange 4 of them. Answer is just 4 factorial. Just type in the calculator. You get 24. 4 factorial is 24. Alright, just like that. Alright, then their parent and the younger child must sit sit in the 3 consecutive coach. Alright, so that means the father, mother, and the youngest one, 3 must group together, and then the other 3 childs can sit independently. Okay, so we have another children. But then because the father, mother, and the younger child, they can swap place among the children, isn't it? So here, this is what I will do. I will arrange 4 seats only here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So at first I have 4 factorial. But the seat between the father, mother, and the younger child can still swap place among themselves, isn't it? So 1, 2, 3. I multiply another 3 factorial. So this is 24 multiply 6. So I will get 144. Okay, so yeah, this is how I will do the A and B. If you have any different answer, you can let me know. Yeah, but this one, I think the question is quite straightforward. Alright, so let's move on to the next one. Okay, it's a probability questions. So the 2 marbles are drawn randomly from the box. So this is like one box. This is one whole box here. So find the probability that both marbles are labeled with the same letter but with the different color. So right now they want to get something like same letter but different color. Okay, so what I want to do right now is I want to get something like letter A with a red color and the letter A with a yellow color. Or I can do something like probability for letter A with a yellow color and letter A with the red color. I will do the same thing for letter B because they want to have same letter, right? So you can see I actually getting AA and BB. So BB will be B with a red color and B with a yellow color plus B with a yellow color and B with the red color. Okay, but what I want to do here is because both of this one actually will give me the same probability, so I just need to find one of it and then I multiply 2. So same idea for the BB, right? Both of this one will give me the same probability, Then I just need to find one of it, I multiply 2. Okay, now you want to see how I take the value here. Okay, for A and red color first, I have how many A is red color one? I have 2 out of, what is my number of sample space? I need to plus all the number here, which is 17. So which is 2 over 17 multiply. If I select the red already, I take it out. The yellow for letter A, I still have 6 of them, but total is only left about 16. Okay, for case like this, it's automatically without replacement. Because some student might ask, sir, how you know it's without replacement? Because you want to select 2, right? So it's automatically without replacement, unless the question will say replacement, or else I will say without replacement. So I times 2 because both of these are the same here. So I times 2. So I do the same thing for B here. So B for red color is 4 over 17. And B for yellow color is 5 out of 16. Then I times 2. Alright, then you just use the calculator. You should be able to get the same result. Yeah, if we replacement, first and second also is over 17. Okay, so yeah, you just type it yourself lah. I'm lazy to type here. Okay, because the typing is not what I want to do here. Okay, 14. Alright, so yeah, this one actually is quite easy. Because normally I can live in 4, because I know 16 is 4 square. But then the 32 is not the power of 4 here. This is the reason why I will change everything become 2 power of. Because I know 2 power of 4 will give me 16 and 2 power of 5 will give me 32. So I will make everything in terms of 2, okay? So this is 2 power of 2a, multiply 2 power of 4, multiply with 2a, multiply 1 over 2 power of 5, multiply with 2a. Okay, so, okay, this is plus together 2 plus 2a plus 8a will be 10a. Multiply this one will be 2 power of negative 10a. So basically it's 10a minus 10a is 2 power of 0. So the final answer will be 1. Okay, so yeah, the value of this question should be 1 here. So, if with replacement mean the ball is put back into original place, so it will be over 17. Yes. Yeah, thanks for Daniel for answering that. And also the L1 run actually helped to reply as well. Okay, so yeah, let's move on to the next one. Okay. Yeah, we say this log question is a bit hard compared to other log question I see. Not because the log itself is hard. I mean the equation I want to solve is actually quite hard. But let's do it together. Alright, so yeah, you want to decide what base you want here. Maybe here I change everything into the base x or base y. It doesn't matter. Okay, I change everything into the base y now, okay? So I will say, never mind, maybe I expand first lah. This is log xx plus log xy. Okay, plus 2 over log yx plus log yy. The 3 I move to the other side lah, okay? Minus 3. Alright, then we know log xx is equals to 1. Okay, if I want to leave everything in terms of base y, I'm going to change this one into the base y. So I will do what? 1 over log yx. Okay, remember for log, right, if I add the 1 over, then I can change the base. Remember this formula. Log AB will equals to 1 over log BA. Okay, this is one of the rule of changing base here. So this is what I will do. Then here, basically I just copy. This is log yx plus 1 equals to 5x minus 3. Alright, then here I want to make them the same denominator. This is over 1, right? So what I want to do next is I will multiply log yx and multiply log yx because I want to make them have the same denominator. Okay, you get it right? Then what I want to do right now is this one should be the whole thing can join together, right? Never mind, I do step by step lah. I straight away do some students sure lost one. Yeah, log yx, I have a fraction like this, plus 2 over log yx plus 1 is equals to 5x minus 3. And then because this is a fraction, so I can move this one on the top here. Okay, so therefore, what I want to do next is I make my log yx on the top. After flip over the fractions, then I will get something like this. Okay, now both of them have the same denominator. Do you see that? Basically mean I can join them together. This is log y x plus 1. And then top I will just plus. Both also have 2. I will factorize out the 2. Then I will get log yx plus 1 equals to 5x minus 3. Then I need to cancel it out. Then I will have 5x minus 3 equals to 2. 5x equals to 5. X equals to 1. Yeah, so yeah, for a question like this, yeah, you kind of need to know how to do, because you kind of need to cancel out the whole log yx. Because at first when I see this question, I was just like wondering, like, because you only have one equation but you have two unknown x and y, so I'm thinking like, how can I do this kind of questions? But then I just try lah, because whenever you see the question like this, yeah, without trying you cannot know how to do. So normally I just don't know the answer, I just try to do until the end, and you realize you can cut the whole thing. Then suddenly you don't need to find the y value, you can straight away find x. Because and when I say the x at the base and x at the number, I mean in algebra way it's like super hard to solve one. So this is the reason why, yeah, I would say this question is a little bit hard compared to other log question I do. Oh, how do I get this? Basically I skip one step. Maybe I straight away do some student get lost again. Okay, so this one basically is 2 log yx plus 2, isn't it? Then you factorize out the 2 on the top. Then you will get the same result like mine just now. Y up there will be log x plus 1. Okay, so yeah, I guess I shouldn't skip one step because a lot of students don't know what's happening. Okay, this is, I factorize out the 2. I will have log yx plus 1 over log yx plus 1 equals to 5x minus 3. Then I cancel it out. Okay, I hope you can see it. Okay, we still have 10 more questions to go. So we will just break for about few minutes. Okay, so we break for a few minutes because I have a lot of message in my phone. I want to reply some messages as well. So yeah, we break for like 3 to 4 minutes. You want to go to washroom, yeah, go ahead. You want to chit chat, you can go ahead. Yeah, I will see you guys in a few minutes. Okay, yeah, it's good for you to digest as well, because this paper is a little bit hard. Hello, I'm back. So yeah, over here I want to thanks about Esther for sharing the SBP answer with me. So I just check out the answer. Yeah, just whoever who want to double check. Yeah, just whoever who want the answer from for this paper. Maybe I can share a link here. I'm not sure you can use this link or not. Yeah. So yeah, this is the answer for this SBP paper, and I checked already just now. The question we start actually the answer is 2/c. So yeah, our answer is sort of correct at the end. Yeah, maybe all of you are too good already. Alright, so yeah, I have the answer. Then it's easier for me to like check it out. But for the question 15, because I checked the answer, um, question 15, they can accept x equals to 1 or x equals to 1 over y. But they use the word or. I'm wondering, should I try to find another answer as well? They only ask us to find the x value, right? It's fine. So yeah, actually you have two answers, but another answer maybe I try already. I know how to get the other answer. I let you know because yeah, but x equals to 1 definitely is one of the answer. Because according to marking scheme, they had another answer is 1 over y. So if you are getting 1 over y, you are not wrong. You're still correct. So your 6b is not same with the marking scheme. Really? Let's see about 6b again. What is the marking scheme answer for 6b? Let me see. Uh-huh, 0.2p. I get 0.p. Wait, I want to see is the answer wrong or I got wrong here. Change by p%. If the number 2 here change 1%, 1% will be... Oh yeah. Because it is the p% of p, p% of 2, right? You know, you get the percentage which will multiply the number of 2 here. Yeah, correct. Because like p% of 2 and p% of 5, definitely you will get different p%, isn't it? Just imagine if p is 5%. 5% of 2 and 5% of 3, you will get a different percentage, isn't it? So therefore the marking scheme is correct. Yeah, so therefore this one should be 2p over 100 here. Yeah, the change of p you need to multiply a 2 here. Yeah, I'm sorry about not multiply a 2 here. So you multiply a 2, then yeah, this one you should get about 0.2p. Is that the final answer? Yes, right. Yeah. Because I just thought p% is just p over 100. But p% of something, we kind of need to multiply it. Alright, if you know any answer is different, please let me know. Then I try to correct it. Yeah, sometimes I also make mistake. Alright, so let's continue about last 10 questions here. Okay, 16. So they ask us to find the angle AOB, which is this angle. I will just say angle AOB equals to theta. Okay, then it's easier for me. So S equals to R theta. My arc length is given, right? My arc length is 4 pi. 4 pi equals to R theta. Okay, so then theta is basically 4 pi over 12 is pi over 3, right? Yeah. So yeah, so my theta is pi over 3 radian. Okay, then the area of the shaded region, this one we call area of segment, isn't it? Area of segment, we should have the formula for it. Half r square theta minus sine theta. Alright, so I will just do area equals to half r square theta will be pi over 3 minus sine theta over 3. Alright, then you just type everything into the calculator. 1 over 2 multiply 12 square multiply. Make sure your calculator in radian right now. I will angle unit change to radian first. So we pi over 3. You must be careful. Sometimes the exam will tell you the theta must, the pi must use 3.142. Then you have to follow, okay? If not, I will just type the pi straight away from the calculator. Alright, then the final answer should be 13.044 centimeters square. Alright, so yeah, I hope my answer is correct. Yeah, depends how many decimal you want, but I think 3 decimals should be enough in the exam. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. 17. Okay, solve the cos 2 theta equal to cos theta. You should know cos 2 theta, you have three different formula for it, right? It can be cos square minus sine square. It can be 1 minus 2 sine square, isn't it? This one is 1 minus 2 sine square, or it can be 2 cos square minus 1. Alright, so you have 3 different formula here. So you want to decide which one you want to use, because I see the other side is cos theta, right? Then I will choose the one have only cos here. So I will choose the third one. So therefore, I will change my cos 2 theta here, become 2 cos square theta minus 1 equals to cos theta here. So 2 cos square theta minus cos theta minus 1 equals to 0. Then I will factorize this one, which is 2 cos theta and cos theta. 1 is very easy, 1 and 1, but minus 1 must be 1 plus 1 minus. This one will be minus, this one will be plus. Okay, so cos theta will become negative 1 over 2. Then cos theta will equals to 1. Since the question want me to leave my answer in terms of pi, then yeah, I will leave in pi here. So I know cos will get 1 at 2 value, which is at 0 and 2 pi. You can see here will be 2 pi. 2 pi, not 24. 2 pi at 1 and 0 is also at 1 here. Okay, you can use the calculator definitely. Then this one will give me negative 1 over 2. Then from S sugar to coffee, it tell me cos will get negative at second and third quadrant. Then I need to find the reference angle first, which is I will do the inverse cos 1 over 2 only. Then I should get pi over 3 here. So since pi over 3 is my reference angle, then I want to find the angle at the second quadrant, which is pi minus theta, isn't it? This one for second quadrant. Third quadrant will be pi plus theta. Okay, my theta is pi over 3. Is another pi over 3 here. So my answer should be 2 pi over 3 here. And then this one will be 4 pi over 3. Okay, so I should have 4 of the answer. But sometimes I want to check the inequality. Does it include 0 and 2 pi or not? In this case, yes, then I will include the 0 and 2 pi here. If not, then I will not include them. Alright, this is how I get all the 4 answers here. So this question is what chapter? This one is trigonometry. So if the angle is in number and not in pi, still acceptable or not? Depend the question. If like this question, they say must leave your answer in terms of pi, that means they cannot accept your answer in number, must in terms of pi. Alright, so yeah, for 16b, if you got the different answer, but your answer is quite different, I'm not sure how you get that answer. Maybe you need to double check your calculation, because according to the marking scheme, it's like 13.04439. But you get about 13.05, right? So you need to double check your answer. It's a bit off here. So if I convert from number to pi form, I'm not sure how you want to convert a number to pi form here, but if you know how to convert and at the end you still get the same answer with mine, then you're okay. But because nowadays the calculator will tell you the answer already, right? No need to actually worry so much. Like let's say I do inverse cos 1 over 2. I believe the calculator will tell me is pi over 3. You see? The calculator will straight away tell you in terms of pi already. For MF, right, I will never recommend 2 decimal one. MF is at least, final answer is at least 3 decimal or more. You can do 3 or 4. Normally, I will ask my student to do 3 or 4. Yeah, but never do 2 decimal for MF. But for modern math, 2 decimal is fine. So my calculator is O1. Yeah, if you have the O1, I believe O1, yeah, you kind of need to, yeah, you kind of need to understand, that's mean if O1, I believe it will tell you is about 1.047, you need to try yourself, see what is this value lah, because we know pi is equals to 3.1413, right, or 12. Okay, so what we want to do right now is, you're trying to see this one, is it equals to pi over 3? Then I will just use my calculator to do pi over 3 to see, oh, it's the same number, then I know it's pi over 3. Yeah, you kind of need to convert lah. Of like myself, I actually memorize it, so I already know it is pi over 3. Like today, if you tell me something like, oh, cos theta is equal to square root 3 over 2, then I should know theta is pi over 6. So yeah, if you can memorize, it will be good. If you're still using the old version, you kind of need to figure out a way to get pi. Yeah, because pi we can do something like, of course you ask me a degree want to change to radian, I can tell you is multiply pi over 180. But the problem is sometimes you get an infinite decimal. You do the multiply already, old version calculator will not tell your answer in terms of pi. So if you can, you just memorize certain value. If you can't, I will ask you to upgrade your calculator. Yeah, because now if you don't want to get this model, you can get an older version. It's about 60 to 70 ringgit lah. I think it's worth the investment. Okay, question 18. Okay, question 18. For question like this, right? You kind of need to understand this topic very well. If not, there's no way you can get this 2 mark here. But luckily, it's still 2 mark. First thing is, if x for normal distribution, right, they fixed already. The first value here is the mean. The second value here is the variance. Okay, this one is called parameter. So you kind of need to like memorize it on. Okay, if you doesn't memorize, right, the first value is, they are still very kind. They give you the symbol look like mean. But for the second value, they straight away give you y. They purposely don't want to tell you what is the second value. If you do not know this value is variant, you're not going to do here. Okay, then okay, given the z-score of m, this is x, this is not z-score of m, is k. So therefore, okay, so therefore I know m is the x-score, X score actually is m. So the Z score of m is basically k. Okay, they want y in terms of m and of k. Okay, so what we want to do is I will use the Z formula, x minus mean over standard deviation. Okay, my Z score here I have already is k. My X score is m here. Mean is still using the same mean. Okay, right now, our standard deviation, it will be square root of variance, isn't it? So it will be square root of y here. So I want to make y the subject here. So I will say square root of y equals to m minus mean over k. Okay, and then what is my m value? What is my mean value here? I should have the mean value. Okay, for the x table, right, the middle value, this one is the mean. So it's the 5 here. So yeah, mean is 5. Then I can just straight away plug in the 5 here. I plug in the 5 here. So my y should be the whole thing square here. So it will be m minus 5 over k square. Alright, so I would say this 2 mark is like so many things you need to understand in order to get this 2 mark. Yeah, but if you understand, then it should be fine here. But the marking scheme say the mean is 2. I am not sure how it's get a 2. I think it's a typing error. Yeah, let me read the chat room first. What to memorize? Why I can't find the correct answer? Just use the radian formula. Yeah, first thing is you want to make sure you convert your calculator to the radian first. Yeah, thanks for the Craig Lee help me to explain that. Yeah, pi equals to 180, right? So like if you get 45 degree, it's something like pi over 4. If 30 degree will be pi over 6. If like 60 degree will be pi over 3. 90 degree will be pi over 2. Yeah, so some value I will actually memorize, like example, yeah, you learned about triangle, right? The triangle about 45 degree one. Yeah, so yeah, this triangle is about 1 square root 2, right? So yeah, something like tangent 45 equals to 1 over 1, and then sine 45 equals to 1 over square root 2, or 0.7071. Then cos 45 is 1 over square root 2, then also 0.7071. And then we have another triangle for 30 degree and 60 degree, isn't it? 30 degree, 60 degree. This one is about 1, 2, 3. If not mistaken, this is 2, this is square root 3. This is 1. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, right? So therefore, sine 30. Okay, if I change everything into the... Okay, later only I change. Okay, sine 30 is 1 over 2. Cos 30 is about square root 3 over 2. Then tangent 30 will become 1 over square root 3. Then I will do the same thing for sine 60 degree is OA, right? Square root 3 over 2. Cos 60 degree is 1 over 2. And then tangent 60 degree is about tangent is square root 3. Okay, then you just change the 30 degree to pi over 6, 60 degree to pi over 3, 45 degree to pi over 4. Then yeah, this is how I memorize all this. And then square root 3 over 2 is 0.866. Yeah, so if you kind of understand about the triangle already, then you can get all the value very fast. Because just now I see 1 over 2, then I know 1 over 2 for cos, right? Cos get 1 over 2 is 60 degree. So this is the reason why without using the calculator, I already know is pi over 3. So we need to memorize all. I think if you have the advanced calculator, you don't need to memorize any of this triangle, because the calculator will tell you the exact same value which you'll memorize. But if you are using the MS version, which is the old version, I don't know. I hope the question doesn't ask you to in terms of pi. If the question asks you to in terms of pi or in terms of square root form, then you must memorize already, because you have no choice. If the question can accept in decimal form, then yeah, you don't need to memorize, also never mind. But please, because I do not know what will come out in this year. where to find the y? Oh, the y is given at your parameter at on the top there. No, you see the y is here. The parameter here. Okay, so is it all Trigo chapter? No, question 18 is the probability distribution. We are talking about last question actually. So yeah. Anything you want to ask before I move on to 19? Alright, then yeah, question 19. Okay, they say they want to do something like they want you to express B in terms of A. Then what you want to do is you kind of need to like solve it. First thing is I know all of these value plus together will equals to 1. Then we'll just do 3 over 7 plus, you have double of 3b squared, right? So it's 6b squared plus A is equals to 1. Then I will just want to make the B at the subject, isn't it? So 6b squared, solve the number first. I got 4 over 7 minus A. So b squared should get something like divide 6 for the whole thing lah. This one will be 42 minus A over 6. So b should become the square root of this one should be 2 over 21 minus A over 6. Yeah, I guess this one should be the answer. Alright, then they ask us to find when x is bigger or equals to 1. Basically, I only want to take about 1, 2, and 3. And give your answer in terms of b here. So yeah, you must leave your answer in terms of b. So what we want to do right now is, we add together. So therefore, for probability x is bigger or equals to 1, the first one is 3 over 7. The second one is A. The last one is 3b squared. Alright, and then since they want in terms of b, then I want to know what is my A here. So I will, from this equation, I will just rearrange to make A as a subject, okay? So my A actually equals to 4 over 7 minus 6b squared. So I will just substitute in. My A is 4 over 7 minus 6b squared plus 3b squared. Alright, then I will solve this one. 4 over 7 plus 3 over 7 is 1. This one is minus 3b squared. Alright, then I leave my answer in terms of b here. Yeah, I see the message of Aho. Yeah, you're welcome. So, yep, so let's move on if you have no other questions. Question 20 here. Okay, we still have 6 more questions to go. Alright, so this one, they tell us something like, okay, this one is kind of like mix a little bit of MF Trigo into the, modern math Trigo question into the MF. Because we know cos alpha equals to negative 12 over 3. When I check here, I only see the alpha is over here. So we know it will get negative because what? Because this angle is obtuse angle. Because this angle is between 90 and 180. It's in second quadrant. Since this angle at second quadrant, cos should get negative. This is the reason why. So I know I can borrow here to solve it. As long as both angle plus together equal to 180. When I borrow, I add a prime for it. So therefore, cos is what? Cos is adjacent over hypotenuse, isn't it? So my adjacent will be 12. My hypotenuse will be 13. Alright, then by using the Pythagoras, I know this one is 5. Okay? Just in case some students have no idea how to get 5, it's 13 square minus 12 square. Okay, then you square it, you will get 5. Alright, then what I want to do right now is, what I want to find is, I want to find my gradient of this line. Okay, gradient is what? Y-intercept over x-intercept. But I want to tell you here is the 5 and 12 is not necessarily the unit. means what? I cannot say this coordinate here is 5, but it is the ratio. So therefore, I can still use the ratio to find the gradient. Okay, so here is the ratio 5 here. So I just imagine something like negative y-intercept over x-intercept. I'm using the ratio because this is not exactly the unit. Because some students will argue with me, so if this is 5, then the higher one, how come is 3? This 5 is not the coordinate, it's the ratio, okay? So therefore, I can use the ratio to find my gradient like this. Then what I want to do next is, I want to find what the question asked me to find. The question asked me to find the equation of the straight line. Okay, so therefore, y minus y1 equals to m, and then x minus x1. So my y will equals to negative 5 over 12x. This one will be minus 5 over 6 plus 3. So yeah, if solving this one, I get the whole equation here. 3 will be 18. 18 minus 3 will be 13. Yeah, I hope this one is your final answer. A bit not understand. Which part you don't understand? You don't understand how to form the triangle, or you don't understand how to do the Pythagoras, or you don't understand how to get gradient. Okay. Okay. How to borrow the angle? I thought this one all of you learned in modern math one, because the modern math trigo question always like that one, right? Okay. I give you some example. Okay. Let's say I have this angle. I call it theta. Okay, so let's say the question says sine theta is equals to, I don't know, 3 over 5. Okay, then, but you realize this theta itself cannot help you to form the triangle, right? How are you going to use this theta to form a right angle triangle? I mean right angle triangle. Because some students will be very creative to add some line to get a triangle. No, don't do that. But as long as both angle plus together is 180, I can use the angle beside it, because I want to make sure, I call this one as alpha. As long as theta plus alpha equals to 180, I can always use this method. Then I can use the alpha to represent the theta to find the value of sine. Because sine is what? Opposite over hypotenuse, right? So therefore, I know for this right angle triangle, opposite will be 3, hypotenuse will be 5. Then because of this one, I know my adjacent will be 4 here. Yeah, so this is how we can actually do something like this. Okay, so yeah, this one explains why I can use another value to actually find the value without a negative. Can I straight away use the ratio as the gradient? Use what ratio as the gradient? I mean, okay, this one is the cos alpha. You cannot use the cos to become a radian, which is always wrong. Okay, but yeah, you can sort of use the tangent to become a radian, but the tangent one is a bit complicated so I don't want to explain about the tangent one. So you just use this one to find the ratio. Then you just imagine something like the gradient is equal to negative y-intercept over x-intercept. That's all. Yeah, just in case you still do not know what I'm talking about. Let's say I have a line. This one is 5. This one is 10. I want to find the gradient. I will say negative 5 over 10. Yeah, this is just the formula using the y-intercept over the x-intercept. This is the reason why I can get the gradient like negative 5 over 12 here. Yeah, if you still do not understand this question, yeah, you need to go back to revise some modern math trigonometry. Yeah, this is a serious one, because this one definitely I remember it come out in modern math quite many times. y minus 3, oh my god. This is the formula y minus y1 equals to mx minus x1. So I will insert my coordinate. Do you see my coordinate here? This one will be my x1. This one will be my y1. I just insert into this formula. Okay. So why your gradient is negative? Because of this formula. Do you see this formula? We have a negative for it. Do you see? We have a negative. We have the negative for this formula. Okay. And then you should learn about straight line, right? Straight line look like this, gradient is negative. When straight line look like this, gradient is positive. So therefore, if your gradient you get positive, you know you're definitely wrong already because the straight line is on the other side. Okay, let me move on. I still have 5 more questions. It's almost 10 already. Yeah, if you still don't understand, I'm sorry. Okay, question 21. Okay, ratio. So we have 3 coordinates. The coordinates is about, I just randomly sketch it. A, negative 2, 2. Then B will be 0, 4. And then C will be 3, 7. The point B divide the segment into this one. Okay, then it asks us to find the value of K and ask you to state the ratio of AB ratio BC. Okay, depend what you want to do. Okay, first I solve this complicated thing first. I have an M and N here. What I understand is for AB ratio AC, because I want to find K, I want to find K's. Okay, what is my AB? My AB is M, right? What is my AC? A to C is M plus N, isn't it? So therefore, AB over AC equals to M over M plus N. So therefore, AB equals to M over M plus N AC. Why I want to do this? Because by doing the comparing with this one given, you should know K is this value. K equals to M over M plus N. Okay, so okay, now I want to find M plus N. This is what we will do. What we want to do right now is, we use the M multiply the further x value plus use the N multiply the further x value equals to the middle x value. Alright, so 3M plus negative 2N over M plus N equals to 0. Okay, so 3M plus minus 2N equals to 0. So 3M equals to 2N. Then what I want to do is I make them in a fraction. Then this is 2 over 3. Then M ratio N equals to 2 ratio 3. Okay, so then right now I got my M equals to 2, N equals to 3. Then I will find my K value by sub in this one. M is 2. This one is 2 plus 3 is 5. Then I get my K value, which is 2 over 5. Alright, then they asked us about ratio AB, ratio about BC. Then we can easily get it, right? AB is ratio 2, BC is ratio 3. Then we're done. Okay, so yeah, these 3 mark questions have a lot of work you need to do. Okay, so yeah, I hope you understand because this one is not too complicated. Okay, it's just suddenly AB and AC and AB and BC might get a little bit confused, but trying to understand the ratio is fine. Okay, 22 here. Okay, this one is only one keyword here, which is parallel to y-axis. Yeah, this is vector. Definitely you can use the vector. But about the question just now, can you use the vector to do... I think it's a bit hard to use the vector, but I think it's still possible to use the vector. Yeah, you can use the vector because it has some lambda thingy. But I will just use the coordinate to solve. Yup. If you know to use the vector, go ahead and try it out, no problem. Yeah, because I see the marking scheme that even use some distance formula to do. Yeah, as long as you got the coordinate, I believe it is fine. Alright, so right now, parallel to y-axis means what? okay, this is y-axis. You have a line which is parallel to y-axis, right? This line doesn't move on the x, they only move on the y. So the vector for it must be 0, y. Okay? This is when it parallel to y-axis. It parallel to x-axis is parallel to x-axis. Then you should know it's x0. Okay, this is something you kind of need to memorize it. So 4r plus s will equals to 0, y. So then I just do some substitution. Plus m minus 1, 15 equals to 0, y. Because the question asked me to express m in terms of n, then I just need to take the first equation, that's all. So 12n minus 8 plus m minus 1 equals to 0. Since I want to make m in a subject, then I move everything to the other side. 9 minus 12n. Done. Okay, so yeah, just move around and then you will get the answer easily here. And 2 mark only. Okay, 23 here. Okay, for the sailboat A, situated 450 meters from the jetty K. So we have something like R from jetty, jetty Q. Why is it K? So here to here is 450. And then from B to Q will be 200. Okay, by using U represent 50 meter for QB, so Q to B is about this direction, is 50 meter for U. So you have 200, right? So you have 4 or 50 meter, right? So it's called 4U. Okay, then for QA, which is this direction, yeah, QA they say 100 meter represented by V. So we have 450, which is like 4.5, right? 4.5 V, which is 9 over 2 V lah. Or you can write 4.5 V, it doesn't matter. Alright, then the question asked me to find what? The question asked me to find AB. So AB, I know is equals to AQ plus QB. Okay, this is AQ, which is negative 9 over 2V plus 4U. Okay, done. Okay, if you want add this sign, you can add. But I don't think you doesn't add this sign, the teacher will mark you wrong, so it's fine. Okay, it is given that the sailboat and B have the same magnitude. Alright, if the magnitude of the sailboat A is 26I minus kj, find the value of k here. Okay, so what we want to do is, we know the magnitude basically is a Pythagoras of this one, right? Magnitude is always the hypotenuse of it. So therefore, I know 26 square plus negative k square square root will equals to 45. Because this is how we do the magnitudes. So therefore, they want the nearest integer, right? K must be bigger than 0. Okay, so therefore I will just solve around. So I say 45 square minus 26 square, and then yeah, square root it, square root answer. So k square is about 36.7. So I want to go to the, not k square, k. So I will say the nearest one will be 37. Okay, so after that, after I find the 27 already, what I want to do next is, they ask us to just find 37. That's all. Okay, then just like this. I thought we need to do something else. Okay, no need. So yeah, we're going to move on to the next one. 2 more questions. 24. Alright, I would say this question is not so direct, but you need to think a little bit, then only you know how to do. Because they say it's always greater than 3. Because at first I would do f is bigger than 3. Then I realize I start for halfway because there's no way we can solve this equation. Then I reject about this method. Then I try to think what other possibility when it will tell me about x is the quadratic function is always greater than 3. That means what? This function, let's say this is 3 here. The function must be always above the 3, isn't it? Because it's greater than 3. So therefore, what I want to do is, then I want to know what is my minimum value. Because they asked us to find the smallest integer of p. So I will say this is a little bit k-bar here. But yeah, let's try it out. So what I want to do is, if you want to find a minimum point here, I can either do complete square or I want to do dy dx, both also can. But this one, since the x square is just positive 1 for the coefficient, then I can do complete square really fast. Yeah, this one should be x minus 1 square and then minus 1 plus p, isn't it? Yeah, you can straight away do the complete square. If you can't get this one, you want to do dy dx, also can. Okay, so I know the minimum value. This one is the minimum value, isn't it? So the minimum value must bigger than 3. Because the minimum value must above 3, right? Like I show you the graph here. So p must above 4. So p, the smallest one, will be 5 here. Okay, so yeah, this is how we can get this value, which is p equals to 5. Can you b squared minus 4ac less than 0? Maybe you can try that as well. I'm not sure will you get the same result or not. Yeah, you can go ahead and try it, but because just 3 mark, yeah, so I find this method actually is easier. Okay, so can understand, right? Last one. But if you're trying to solve about x squared minus 2x plus x minus p bigger than 3, then you will stuck there because you can't solve the quadratic inequality. Why not x squared minus 2x equals to p? Oh, because okay, right now we should have a x and y for the minimum coordinate, right? But whenever we say minimum value, we only take the y value. So this one, from the combined square, if I want to take out the minimum coordinate, right, should be 1 and p minus 1. So this is my coordinate. But when I say value, minimum value, right, so basically it's mean p minus 1 only. So that means you no need to take the whole thing is bigger than 3. Some more, this 3 is only y value, right? You realize the 3 is only y value. So in this case, we doesn't use the x value here. Yeah, so I guess what the, yeah, you can make the whole equation equals to 0, then you do b squared minus 4ac less than 0. I think it's still possible to get this one at the end. Okay. So, yeah, I hope I do answer your questions. Last one. Okay, this one we want to do a complete square, then we just comparing it. Okay, this one is not really hard. Factorize out the 2 first. Is x squared is a over 2x plus 12. Alright, then I will just copy the first term, copy the second term. Then I will do a over 4. Take the b divided by 2 square minus a over 4 square plus 12. Alright, then I combine the first 3 terms. It's called x plus a over 4 square minus a square over 16 plus 12. Alright, then I will do one last step, multiply 2 into both here. This one I will leave at the side here. This one will become a square over 8 plus 12. Alright, then I want to find the value a and b here. So they already show me the exactly same thing. So this is equal to negative 3. So a over 4 equals to negative 3. A equals to negative 12. Then the b, I will take the term at the back here. So b is actually equals to the whole thing, negative a squared over 8 plus 12. And my a is basically negative 12, right? So negative 144 over 8 plus 12. So 144 divided by 8 is negative 18. So this one is negative 6 for b. Okay, then it asks us to find the minimum value. B is a minimum value, right? So minimum value is equals to negative 6. Yeah, just like that. Yep, that's all for this paper. Yeah, Just nice the time is about 2 hours. Is there anything you want to ask me? Next week we will go to the paper 2 of SBP 2020. Yeah, so what I want you to do now is, if you haven't printed out this paper, please try to print it out and redo the whole paper again. I always repeat the same sentence. You understand what I'm teaching doesn't mean you can do this paper. Until you really try already, then only you learn from your experience. Because your experience is what to make you master your AddMath one. So print out this paper and redo it. Okay, so dinner time, yes. Yeah, right. So right now I kind of want to go to have my dinner because all the shop, I think the Chinese store all closed already. I can only go Mama. Yeah, they will close at 12. So I have about 1 hour plus for me to have my dinner. So is there anything you want to ask me? If you are my masterclass student, tomorrow modern math class changed to 2 to 4 p.m. MF is still remains Saturdays 8 to 10 or 2 to 3:30 for Friday, 2 to 3:30 because modern math is only 1.5 hours. Okay, so yeah, if you are not my masterclass student, yeah, it's fine. I will have this paper 2 discussion at next Thursday 8 to 10 as well. So yeah, I hope all of you stay safe, especially at this pandemics. Alright, so why the minimum value is -6? You do not know how to read the combinated square? Because for the combinated square, after we got the b value, right? We got b is -6, right? How to get a minimum value from here? This is minimum value, isn't it? So this is the reason why I can straight away get -6. Yeah, I hope Kelly, please go to rewatch my completing the square video. I definitely have few video about completing the square. In my masterclass, you go to check out the quadratic function topic. I do explain about this one also. If you do not know why this is minimum value, you definitely need to go to rewatch my whole masterclass video. Yeah, all the video is safe for you, so yeah, go check it out. Alright, so yeah, thanks for your time. I will see all of you on next Thursday. And this week, if I have time, I actually want to post a few videos at my YouTube also, because I seldom updates about my YouTube as well. So yeah, I try to post some video there as well. So yeah, maximum is 12. No, Kelly, you are wrong. This one you haven't do the combinated square. The 12 here is just mean the y-intercept. Yeah, it doesn't mean the maximum value. So yeah, you don't go to imagine it's the maximum value. It's not. Alright, so bye bye. Have a good day and stay safe. Don't go out gathering so much. Bye bye. Let me use my own design bye bye emoji here. Yeah, bye bye.